Weeks ago, I had stated that I took a short on Solana at about $262, which at the time was the previous all-time high from 2021 that we were just coming into a couple weeks back, and potentially, had the chance to actually make a new high and continue up. However, there was a potential harmonic play that I was pointing out that had a pretty substantial pullback with a few main targets, one of which being where I closed out the majority of this trade. I still have a little bit open for some more downside, but overall I was looking for a pullback to about $209 from the 262 mark. And even though the market has been just completely ripping to the upside otherwise, Solana actually did not have a move up. And that's just like the beauty of trading, I suppose. So the pattern that I pointed out was a crab harmonic, which once again is a sequence of Fibonacci's that have specific targets. They can give you pretty specific data points that will either allow one or two things, right? It's either like to be able to, identify and enter a trade when stacking confluences around some of these, potential completion zones, or just understand that if something like this, for me, I point a lot of these out a lot of the time, but maybe I'm not actively trading them. But it helps for anybody else to just identify and understand that there's a technical reason why some of these prices may come down to certain levels when these patterns do start to play out. Now, once again, this completed right at the old all-time high going all the way back to 2021. The market was pretty euphoric at that time. It was actually not the easiest trade for me to take, just even for myself, right? Where I'm looking around and I see, certain things and anticipating, even Bitcoin made new highs from the time this topped out. And Solana continued down while Bitcoin actually went higher. But the technical setup was there. I took the risk, stop loss was in place, and the targets of this were sitting right here in this region here, this box area, and I'll zoom in. And then continuing from here, I'm looking at these levels down below. So the main target of that is the 382 Fibonacci retracement, which was sitting there at about $209. There was also an untapped daily level of support there. We're seeming to be losing that now, and then looking at the rest of the market now that we have new data here, if Bitcoin does continue a bit lower and the market does continue a pullback, the next targets of the pattern I pointed out is actually going to be this gold pocket here. Marked out a little box area with this volume target at 186. Realistically, I would imagine we actually come down to the gold pocket and then this weekly level, which is also the B point, which is essentially the midpoint of that pattern I pointed out there as well. So for Solana, if we lose basically 208, start closing 4-hour candles below, things of that nature, I would imagine we're going to make our way down sub 200 into the 170 area to the 163 area next. Till the next time, everybody, cheers.